Welcome to Sand Runner RC, and the parts are here. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of work on the Rc8t4E Truggy. So we're going to be adding new tires. So I bought this little box here that we're going to be cutting up some old tires and then putting the old rims in the solution to take off the rubber off of them, and we're going to see how that works out. And the parts are here, so let's see what we got in the box. A little bit of unboxing from A-Main. So we got some Protect rubber tire, they basically big giant rubber bands for your tires, and helps you glue them on. So Protect, they make a lot of good stuff. So, and then we got J Concepts tires. We bought the Recon for a Truggy. So, and these are pretty cool little tires. And they got a little pattern on them. You can see there in the light there. They're blue. They're supposed to be good for a nice track that's got a hard surface with a little bit of sand on it. And that's pretty much what we got at the racetrack I go to out there in Bullhead City. So, but yeah, pretty cool. Also bought the Protect glue from A-Main. That way, hopefully the right super glue for the right tire compound. I don't know if there's a such thing, but it's for gluing on tires. So 2 sets, and they're both Recons. They come with a little sticker pack. Super nice. A-Main's awesome. So if you haven't shopped at A-Main, check them out. They're pretty cool. You're definitely not going to go wrong with that. So definitely want to shop at A-Main if you can. They're a great store. They seem to deliver on time. They've sent me everything I've ordered. I haven't had any problems with them. So definitely a good store. So A-Main for sure. Okay, so back to the Truggy. These tires are for the Truggy. Big tires, huh? Yeah, pretty cool. So this is the first time I've ever glued on tires, so I'm sure I probably can't do it all in one day. It's probably going to be a couple day video, but I got some old Pro lines that I am going to cut the tires off of. Too much fun, you know. Get the tires off of these plastic rims to save them. It's always good to recycle a little bit. Try to use things again. You know how much life you can get out of them. It's not, I would say, probably not the cheapest thing to reuse the rims at first, because you know the acetone is 20 some bucks. Then you're gonna need a sealed container, time to cut off the tires. It's gonna spend, you just spend a little time on them. So, but in the end, you know, you're gonna get a new set of rims to basically use on your new tires, because you know the rims are usually pretty good shape after, you know, you've used them a few times. Still, the rims don't look that bad. They got a few scratches on them, but they held up well. So, you know, using them again's a smart thing. And I bought 2 sets last time of the same tire. But this time I decided to go with these ones, the Recons. So they got a pretty cool looking pattern on them. I hope they do better than the last set and hook up a little better. We'll see. And if they don't, well, I'll buy another set that I haven't tried before, and that'll get us moving on to the next one. But that's it. Oh, right here. And who makes, of course, is J Concepts. These are the blue compound, if you're wondering. I don't know if I've already said it or not, but I may have. They were about 38 bucks a set, so not too bad. So, and I'm gonna start cutting these babies off. So, find a pair of scissors here. I had a pair. And start to cut those off of there. I'm back. Okay. So, yeah, I've watched a couple other fellers cut their tires up in different ways. I'm just gonna go around and just cut them off the rim. I'm just not gonna do anything fancy. Hopefully they'll all fit in the box I bought. I bought a little box from Walmart. It's got a seal on the lid. It looks like a little ammo box. It's plastic. So, and one rim fits in it sideways. So I'm hoping I can sit all 4 rims and then pour the acetone over the top of them and then leave it overnight. And what I'm hearing is that should be enough time to unmelt the glue off of the rims, and so you can clean them up real good and get ready for the new tires. So we will see. It doesn't seem to be a problem to cut the tire off. It looks like it goes off pretty good. Some people save the foam. I'm not going to save the foam because the tires I bought came with new foam. So I really don't need the old foam this time around because the tires I bought have new foam. But I am going to save it, just not going to use it. So, not going to. Yeah. They cut pretty easy, so a sharp pair of scissors and yeah, no problem. It comes right off. So so anyway, if you think it might be difficult, I did try to peel them off at one point, and I can tell you that they're glued on well. They put a lot of glue on them. They're definitely not like falling off the rim. That's for sure. So, one down, 3 to go. So, probably thinking that's probably pretty boring, but anyway, I've been running this Rc8t4E, and it's been a real good car. I enjoy driving it. It's tough. I haven't replaced many parts. I basically only one part, the hub, but ever since I did that, no issues. So been pretty great on that go around. This little DX6 Rugged, it's a good starter radio. It's not the top of the line, it's not the bottom, but it works well. Also, just to show you a little bit here what I've been doing, I found these batteries, these rechargeable batteries, and they're called X-Star, and I've been using those, and they've been working out. They're rechargeable, and they're not 1.2 volts, they're 1.5 volts. So you definitely get a full pack, just like a regular battery. You don't have a 5 volts battery, you get your full 6.1 or 6 volts, right around there. So that's definitely been a plus. And they're lithium batteries. So what a fun but you know, what a fun find. And they're rechargeable, so they run down, and they'll show you on the screen will show you that it's dropping voltage, so you know when it's time to charge them back up. They've held up pretty well. I've taken it out 2 or 3 times and still full. So they will last. So, and I'll keep talking about those as I use them to see if anything arises with them. Hopefully not, because I seem to like them. They're a good battery. I got them off of eBay. Comes with a little charger. Charges up 4 of them. The X-Star is the battery. Even shows the lithium-ion battery charger. It's just for those batteries, so don't charge anything else in them. It's not like, you know, an Energizer or a Duracell, or, you know, you definitely want to just use the X-Star batteries in this kind of charger. That way you're not gonna break it, and you'll have it for a long time. But anyway, back to the Truggy. This thing has been great. Team Associated is a really good brand. They've built a good vehicle. I'm hoping that they'll continue upgrading this particular model, because it'd be nice to see more parts out, more videos. I don't really see a lot of people making videos on the Truggy side. I think the Truggies they're up and coming. They're going to be popular more than the 8th scale, I think, someday. So if you're thinking about getting into another vehicle, try Truggy. They're big. They're a good sized vehicle. They're really fun to drive. They're stable. They hold up, so you're not spending a ton of money on parts, you know, and you're gonna have a ton of fun with it for sure. This thing is a blast to drive. Excuse me. Got excited there. But anyway, I have a lot of fun with it, and it's been a lot of fun making these videos. So I appreciate you watching my videos. Remember, Sandrunner RC, give me a thumbs up if you like them. I hope you do. But thanks for being here with me on my first time gluing up a set of tires, because yeah, can wear them out pretty good. They're almost smooth. It's amazing how much power these little cars have. They'll rip a tire up in a heartbeat. So if you like to sit there and do donuts in a hard surface, that'll take the tread off pretty quick. So another foam. These ones had blue foams. Excuse me. One more to go. I just been poking a little hole in the side of the tire so I can put the scissors in it, and I cut around. I've been cutting around the tire, and then I pulling the foam out and then cutting the other side off. Seems to be working. I'm trying to make as little mess as possible, you know. Why make a big mess if you don't have to? So And then I'll probably come back to you again and on the end of the video and show you what the acetone did to the glue. I could tell you that I've tried on that first rim, I tried to just put a little acetone on it and see how fast the tire would come off. It takes a little time. It doesn't melt the glue fast. It's a slow process. So it won't just like, you know, drop acetone on it and it'll just pop off. It's not that good. So and these tire manufacturers, they make a pretty good tire. They're pretty tough. They hold up. But these Truggies, they're heavy, they're fast, and you'll go through tires. That's for sure. It won't be a 5-minute thing like, oh my goodness, you know, I'll never have to replace a tire because I only run it for 15 minutes at a time. I could tell you a few races and your tires will be bald. It goes through tires. I'm not saying every race. Of course, I'm new to the racing scene, but I did use my tires a few times each. That way I'm not just like replacing tires every time I race because, well, I'm new. And tires cost money. So you can expect that you know, you'll probably buy a few sets of tires for sure. So I figured, you know, learn how to glue your own, learn how to make them. Back to new. So reuse the rim, saves you $20 because a rim that's not used, brand new, is going to cost you close to $20. You know, 16, 18. I've seen them as low, but right around $20. So plus you got tags, shipping, all that good fun stuff. So all right, so we got 3 rims. Let's see if we can get them in the box. And I have to trim them even more. I think I'm going to put them all the same direction. Oh no, only fits 3. Yep. Yeah, didn't think that one through too good. I was hoping it'd fit all 4. Rims are a little bigger than I thought. Guess I should have bought 2 boxes. Yeah, will it go? Will it go? Oh, maybe. I don't know. Try again. Oh, just fits 4. I thought it wasn't gonna go. Oh, yep, and I can close the lid. So here we go. Yeah. Acetone. Safety glasses. Always a good idea to wear your safety glasses. You only get 1 set of peepers, and you definitely don't want to burn your eyes out with some chemical because, well, you're in a hurry. Wear your safety glasses for things that could possibly get you. Not just chemicals, but you know, when you're doing work, when you're doing stuff, you know, you don't want to take that chance. You can see the bubbling, the air trapped underneath the rims. Okay, pretty cool. They're all in there, all 4 tires. Close the lid. This stuff does evaporate, so definitely want a box with a rubber seal around it to help keep your chemicals from evaporating overnight, because I'm hoping that you could use it more than one time. And definitely want to use it multiple times. Otherwise you could have just bought the rim, because a gallon of that stuff, like I said, is close to 20 bucks plus tax and, you know, Home Depot drive and drive back, you know, fun stuff. So okay, safety glasses off, because now I'm done with crazy stuff, done with the chemicals. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this and this video making of this particular car. And this Castle motor and the ESC and the ProTech servo has been holding up well. I haven't had any problems. I haven't went through any gears. The shocks have been holding up well. The car's been holding up super, just fantastic. It's a great car. You're gonna have a lot of fun with the Truggy. So Rc8t4E, definitely have a lot of fun. I even got another body. Picked up another body from A-Main. I haven't painted it yet, but it's a really cool body. My first body that I bought, I didn't realize it, but I had bought one that was for a Techno. And guess what? I made it fit. It does fit, but it won't go around the plastic little guard that it's got around it, around the aluminum frame. But on the other side of it, it keeps the dirt out pretty good, because the little tub has lips on it, and the body sits down in that little lip area right there. It just keeps the dirt out, so that's a lot of fun. Welcome back to Sandrunner RC, and it's the next day. I probably shouldn't say welcome back, it's the same video, but it's been a while. So let's see what happens now. We got 3 of the rims. I pulled one rim out already and slapped a tire on it just so I can see a little beforehand. That one wasn't as easy. I'm hoping these ones are a little easier. Oh, look at that. Yeah, 12 hours or so, they come off a lot better. Yeah, they just fell off. Well, that's nice. Because man, that first one, I worked and worked trying to get the excess off of it, and man, it was being tough. This is a lot nicer. So the plastic ammo can, I don't know, it's neat looking, but if you tilt it or anything, it leaks. So I don't think the gasket on it is very good, so not probably a good recommendation. It does have a rubber gasket and everything. It's just, it doesn't close really tight and hold it like I think it should. So if you're interested in one of these, it does work, but it's not as good as it could be. It could be better, you know. So yeah, got it from Walmart. It's like a few bucks. I think it was under, I think it was 10 or 15 bucks. It was cheap. It did fit all 4 rims for a Truggy, so those are pretty good size rims. So it did work. Pretty cool the way they just fell off of there afterwards. I was thinking it was going to be a lot more difficult. They're nice and clean. Yeah, I'm gonna throw them. So, anyway, the tires, they're Recons, blue, and the number is 4012-01. So, anyway, I'm gonna open the rest of them up, get them out. Scissors. Yep. The Protect glue, there's quite a bit in the bottle. It's a pretty good sized bottle. It looks to be the thin CA, if you're wondering what kind of CA it is. Oh no, it says medium. So, I guess it's medium. It looks pretty thin though. Alright. All 3 tires here. Now the fun part. Slapping them on there. And I'm gonna try to get them all looking the same before I start gluing. And I'm gonna put the little blue dot on the back. There we go. Here's another one. Oh, maybe I gotta go a little farther. There's a little, looks like there's a little ledge that you kind of get the front of the tire on. It kind of helps line everything up. I'm just gonna make sure that little ledge is on there real good. Okay, and then I'm gonna put one of these rubber bands on there. And the rubber band is by Protect. There we go. Holly's helping me out video today. Makes it a lot easier. Somebody here to help hold the camera while I'm putting things together. I'm really not positive on exactly the position of the little rubber band, but these are supposed to help you glue it. It looks like it makes them. It looks like it makes it a little tighter around there. It just kind of pushes on the tire a little bit. It looks like they go on a lot better than they came off, that's for sure. I'm just kind of pushing the foam down to the ledge, trying to get a good seat on there so they all look the same. Yeah, see, if you don't get them quite on there, they leave a little gap right there, so gotta kind of work it in there and work that tire real good so you don't leave any gaps. You definitely don't want your tire coming off the rim. Oh, that's pretty good. Next, you know, giant rubber band. You get flicked with one of these, you'll know it. Gotta make Truggy rubber band gun. Last one. You can actually kind of feel it going over that little lip. It's got a good little ledge on it, and you can tell that it's like going over it. So that was kind of cool that they made it so you can tell whether it's seated or not. Oh, excuse me. Feel good. They're not as squishy as the last tires. They feel a little more like they got a little more substance to them. Alright. J Concepts. They got a lot of wheels. You go over to A Main, you can pick out quite a different bunch of styles they have for all different kinds of trucks. But I wanted to try these ones out because they had a cool pattern on them, and our track is really dry, and it's always got a little bit of sand on it and little pebbles and rocks, and yeah, you know, it's more of a loose, dry track. Traction wise, I don't know, I guess it would be considered loose traction, not a really great traction tire, or excuse me, track. So it's always slipping around the backside, around the corners, and trying to deal with that all the time. So I figured I'd give these a try and see what happens. Okay, well, I guess I'm ready. I'm gonna try to see what happens when I glue them up here. I believe they're ready. I'll take my glue away. I need that to glue the tires. I'm 18, I can glue. I'm just gonna try to go around the whole rim. What's the worst can happen? They fall off while racing. Right? Uh-oh. Gonna have to put a little less than that on there. Starting to bulge them out. I got a little rag here. I'm gonna glue the rag to the rim. Yeah, it looks a little better. Fingers to the rag. You know, it's good glue. Guess I should have bought the little needles. They have some little applicators they sell. I should have bought some. You know, it would go a little better, I think. Messy. I'm messy. Okay. One side. Make sure it gets all the way down on the rim. I'm moving it around a bunch. But it seems like you'd want it to be down in the rim pretty good. That way you can get a good contact surface. Oh, maybe this is supposed to be a little over here, or a little closer to it when you're doing the actual gluing. Maybe that's even better. So I'm move them over here. Get them close to the rim. There we go. Yeah.
So you need 2 cents.
Yeah, maybe 2 sets. Yeah. I was being cheap. Sorry, Aimeen. Should have bought 2. That's pretty good. Maybe I'll steal one off another tire while I'm working with this one. Yeah, there we go. Good idea, Holly. Put 2 on there. I'll be a cheapo. Let's see if I can freaking squeeze the other one on the other side. I get this without getting my fingers snapped. Look, I made a new tire. It's the digger tire. Digs holes in your yard instantly. Extra bumps. Okay, here we go. Round 2. Make sure that little ledge is kind of up on the rim so I could see it. So, because it's pushing on it pretty hard. Okay, here we go. Go around again. It says medium CA, but it's pretty watery. It don't take much, that's for sure. And it's making a pretty good coating on there. I'm giving a little rubbing it on the coating on there real good to make sure it sticks to the rim good. You know, just in case. Okay. 1 done. I'm just gonna wipe off the excess just around the edge of the rim here, just to kind of keep everything nice. Put all the little blue dots on the back side so you don't have to see it. Oh yeah, definitely super glue. Whew. Pretty about drying fast. It's already sticking, that's for sure. Okay, we'll do one more and then I'm gonna call it a day on the camera, and we'll get it all out to you and let you all see what I'm doing. So put one more rubber band here and see if I can get it on there before I start. It seemed to help. Move this one up to the front. Yep, I think 2 sets of rubber bands is a good idea. So when you're buying your rubber bands, get 2 sets. It'll help you out. Alright, here we go. Protect CA glue. Pretty good glue. You won't be disappointed. I figured they would have the glue that sticks to their tires that are sold out there pretty good because, well, Protect's a pretty good company. Alright, we got, looks like, slow down a little. That's a little warm. Where'd the rag go? Oh, here one. A little faster. Got one edge kind of sticking up just a hair. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Let's get everything perfectly situated for the next go around. Okay, time for the top. Here we go. Yeah, I know. Must be boring to watch, huh? You know, glue tires to a rim. But as we're moving along with our Rc8t4E Truggy, we're going to be adding more new parts as we go along, just to, you know, just to show you what we can do with it. Kind of upgrading as we go. Hopefully gonna improve the car a little bit, maybe just a little. I'm not sure what I'm gonna grab next, but you know, you never know. Get that little ledge right along the outside edge of that rim so they'll all be sort of even. Any crazy tire popping off the rim or anything. Hard part. Okay, 2. Wahaha. Done. Okay. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time with the parts are here at Sandrunner RC. Thank you. Bye-bye.